Hello, my makeup loving friends. It's not that I've been putting this off, but I've gotten busy and distracted because apparently that's what I'm like. And it's quite late now into November, but we're going to do it anyway. This is what I think are the top 10 most interesting releases slash announcements that were put out in October. Now, they're in no particular order. It's more just in terms of the date at which I learned of their general existence. I do a lot of this. Woo! Sorry, I'm in a weird mood after coming back from work. It's been a strange day. So the first thing that I thought was interesting was Colourpop's collaboration with Sophia Nygaard, and they released 6 different lipsticks, and they were all based upon her series of bad makeup science, which I thought was very, very cool. They sold out like that though. I really wanted to get these. Yes. So did Cece apparently. I don't know if you could hear that. Yes, I know, boo-boo. It's a very difficult life. But I really wanted to get these, but they sold out before I got the opportunity to. I'm assuming that they will come back in stock. They were kind of saying they would, but as of yet, they are not there. And I would like them. Cats are hard. They do not let you do things. The next thing that I found was interesting was Colourpop collaborating with Disney. Again, this is the, I think 3rd time they've collaborated with them. And they released their Disney designer collaboration. It was Disney Designer Midnight Masquerade collection, which is quite the mouthful. And that included an eyeshadow palette. I was going to say a eyeshadow palette. That is not grammatically correct. It included an eyeshadow palette for $22, 8 blush and highlighter compacts, which were $10 each. You could get the princess bundles, which had a liquid lip and a compact together for $18, or you could just get the Luxe liquid lip for $8. Part of why I was interested in this is I love Disney. I love it so much, and I think I got so focused on the packaging that I got distracted as to what the products actually were. The eyeshadow palette, I mean, if we look at it, it's not really that interesting. It's, essentially a nude palette with 1 or 2 little pops of colour, and that's not really for me. I have enough nudes. I don't need any more. I guess the other stuff that I found interesting were the highlighters, but I already have enough highlighters and I'm really struggling to hit pan in the ones that I do have. So I managed to talk myself out of that. But yeah, I think I was very distracted by the packaging. But somehow I managed to dodge that particular bullet. The next thing is from an indie brand. I thought this was really interesting. It was from Copacetic Cosmetics, and they came out with this thin ice palette, and it was retailing for $32. It launched for pre-order on November 1st, and it will eventually be available from here on out for $35. I just thought it was a really nice, cool blue eyeshadow palette. I already have a ton of blue eyeshadows. I mean, I have some on my face right now, but I thought those were really cool and really interesting, and the packaging looked really, really nice, and it just kind of shows we haven't quite deviated from that monochromatic theme yet, but that's still kind of present. The next thing was this eyeshadow palette from Creative Soul Cosmetics. The color story in this, oh my god. I just thought this was so pretty. It had 16 shades. It was retailing for $30. That had mattes, shimmers and pressed glitters. I know some people have a thing against pressed glitters. Not me. I love them. Put them all over my eyelids. Love them. I just really liked kind of the mix of colours there, and the swatches looked nice, but again, if there's anything that we've learned, swatches do not necessarily translate to being good on the eyes, and vice versa. I didn't end up getting this, but if it happened to turn up in my makeup collection, I would not be sad, but I'm trying to be a bit better and not buy everything, she said, as she buys everything. I have no self-control. It's very difficult. The next thing that I found interesting was from Illamasqua. And part of why I found this interesting was it seemed to be them coming out of their general comfort zone. They had their holiday collection. It was the Electro Tartan, and the eyeshadow palette was called Electrify Artistry Palette, which was retailing for £38. And considering a lot of the Illamasqua stuff that we've seen recently was quite neutral, seeing this pop of colour was just like, yes, well done guys, this is nice to see. And they also had like some interesting looking lipsticks and like some cool powders, which I just thought were really, really nice. The next thing, yeah, kind of lost my mind brain on this one. Just like looking at my laptop and I'm like, oh Teresa, remember how you said you had self-control? I didn't have self-control. This was the Melt Cosmetics holiday release, and it was their, what do they call it again? It was like, oh, L'Amour Atrum, or, oh, look, don't quote me on it. I'm not good at languages. But it had 2 eyeshadow palettes, a highlighter, liquid lipsticks, and a brush set. And I got an email last night going, hey, this is going to be available for pre-order tomorrow. Well, it said like midnight Pacific Standard Time, so that meant 8 a.m. today, this morning. Literally was like, before I went off to work, I was like, la 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 la, and just bought it. I bought all of it because I'm an idiot. I got like what was technically the PR package, but obviously I don't get PR packages because I'm nobody. But oh, they look so beautiful. So I am excited. I'm very aware that the liquid lips might look a bit manic on me, but I have been playing it a little bit more with some more bold lipstick choices, so I'm steering into that. So don't judge me. I see you judging me. Yeah, I think it was like the bluey greeny red eyeshadow palette just made my little heart go, nice. And the highlighter looked beautiful, so I did again slightly lose my mind. The lipsticks are like orange and pink and purple, so they're gonna look mental on me. Do you want me to film me trying these out? Because if nothing else, this could have sheer comedic value. I don't even think I have lip pencils that are going to go with these. This has not been well thought through on my part at all. Oh, dreadful. But even like the highlight, it's like this pinky sort of shade, and I'm like, I'm very pale, that could look very nice on me. Yeah, I got it. I have no restraint. The next thing was Dandelions Cosmetics, so again another indie brand. They released 14 new shades in their eyeshadow collection, and I just really thought these were so pretty, particularly that first row of the purples and the greens. I did kind of go, that is pretty, I would like these. But again, I'm at least attempting to be a bit better, because I was like, oh, I probably have shades in my collection that do somewhat dupe these. So for now, I have held out, but I do want them, and I want to hold them, and I want to smush them on my face. It's very difficult. Self-restraint is hard. Prisma Palette came out with these particular shadows. It's part of their fall collection, which does seem a bit late considering we're technically more winter now. But I liked the shades of greens, the sort of golds, the purples, and that little pop of blue, which I know we give out about the pops of blue, but in this particular instance, it kind of makes sense. And I just thought they looked lovely, but again, swatches can't really tell. But this did make me kind of go, ooh, you're pretty. I would like you, but I have managed to not get that. The other thing that I found interesting was that Touch of Glam came out with a palette, like an eyeshadow palette bundle, and 6 of the shadows are the Mega Dimensional Shifts, which I already own and love. I talked about them on my channel about a week ago or so. I'll get this video up eventually. But the other ones are like toppers, and I'm like, what you doing to me? I do think these are really nice, and if I hadn't already gotten the Mega Dimensional Shifts, I probably would have bought all of these together. So I may have to save my coin and get this at some point, but I'm trying to be better. Oh God, let me learn self-restraint. The irony of me being a psychologist and teaching concepts like self-restraint when I have none is not lost on me. It really isn't. The next thing that I found interesting was Rising Phoenix Makeup. They came out with their 9th anniversary palette, and I really liked, I think it might be that magenta shade that really kind of did it for me, which I know is unusual because usually I gravitate towards the greens, but I thought this was really quite interesting and I liked the color story on that, and that's available now. So again, I managed to not get this, so yay me, but I did drop like $200 and something on the Melt Cosmetics because I'm an idiot. I shouldn't be allowed to engage in any sort of financial decisions because clearly I have no self-control. And that is it. That is the 10 things that I personally found most interesting. If you disagree, totes fine. Let me know what it is that you think I should have talked about. What did you find most interesting? Are there things that you were kind of like, oh, Teresa, why did you talk about that? That's not interesting at all. I would love to hear your opinion. So yeah, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that general jazz. I will see you guys, hopefully, in the next video. Bye!